Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Go Fishing. Well, it's hard to believe that we're well into the month of October now, and temperatures are down to 8 and 9 degrees of the day. Well, big difference compared to what was in the summertime, up in the 20s. The last time I checked the water temperatures in the lakes in around these areas were in 17 to 18 degrees. So we're up along finding out with the bait boat what the temperatures are today. So join me in this episode as we're in County Monaghan. We're in this little lake called the Old Swimming Hole. As you can see the cars behind me. We're going to bivvy up around the corner there. We're going to put 2 rods out here, and up here in the point we're going to put a rod up here. So join me in this episode of Let's Go Fishing, our first episode in the winter fishing of Let's Go Fishing. We're going to put out the bait boat now, and we're going to find a hole, and we're going to pull 1 rod at a time. You're going to see me doing it, and then I'm going to set up the bivvy after that. So join me in this episode. Get the tea on and the biscuits ready, because roughly this episode is going to be about an hour. Let's hope we catch some fish. Right, let's turn on the camera and we'll show you what we're up against. Right, so this is the swim on the right hand side. This is rod number 3, and as you can see it's lovely and calm at the moment. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find a hole for out here on the right hand side somewhere. Let's hope we can find a deep hole. So I'm going to turn on the camera. You're going to see me put out the bait boat, and then I'll bring over the fish finder and show you what the depths are. So just bear with us now. So we're going to put on the bait boat now, and we're going to find the different depths around here. Hopefully we'll find a nice deep hole. So the first thing we need to do is get the bait boat up and running. So that's it, up and running now. What we're going to do is we're just going to put on the fish finder and put on the controller, and we're just going to save the home point, and then we're going to try and find a hole in first. Turn around 3 times to the right and 3 times to the left, saving the home point. Beep then. So save now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to you guys now, and we're looking for a deep hole for this bait. So we're just going to bring it a bit closer now for this one, and we're going to drive it out onto the right hand side, and we'll see if we find a hole. The water temperatures at the moment are 14 degrees, so I wish it was a bit colder, but it's not. So we're just going to find a hole first. That's the main thing. Find a deep hole, send the bait boat out, and when I find a hole I'll actually show what I'm doing here. It's a bit dull today, so you might be able to see it. So when I find a hole I'll show you it. So we're looking for a nice hole out first. We're going to go way out. So as you can see there, 13 degrees, 29 foot, 27 foot, showing the fish there. You can see it on the camera. That's a big fish actually. Showing us 20 foot there now. So we're going to drive right out. You can see the bait boat is still on your screens there. It's 25 foot, 26 foot, 13 degrees, 26 foot. We'll swing it out to the right now. It's just going into that flat camp piece there, you can see at the moment, and it's gone up to 15 foot now again. So I'm trying to see if I can find a hole first. Let's see if we find a hole first. Nice deep hole, because it's going to be out there until it gets a pike. So let's keep going. We'll keep going straight out. So it's just going through that little flat camp piece there. Oh, hold it, look at that, look at that. If you can see that, it's just automatic going to a 52 foot drop there. You can see that. So we're just going to go another bit. Look at that shell from 20 foot straight into 52 foot. Can you see that? We just go another bit, and it's flat cam out there. Right there in the shelf, 52 foot. Right there. It's 52 foot. Right there, that's, if you don't believe it, look at that. 51.9. 12 degrees. So what we're going to do is we're going to flick that over to rod number 3. And we're going to save it. And we're going to send it home. So that's saved now at rod number 3. Right. So that's, as you can see there, 51 foot. So we're just going to send it home and be back in 2 seconds, guys. Okay, so that rod is out, sitting at roughly about 52 foot of water, and straight out there, popped up off the bottom with a purple herring. So it's lovely presented. 52, lovely flat bottom. Here is the rod here, and we're fishing straight out there at 52 foot of water. So now we're going to walk back towards the car, and then we're going to set up the next 2 rods. We're going to find the hole, and then we're just going to drive the boat out and find, see can we find a hole and drop the bait out. So join me in a minute, and we get rod number 2 out. Okay, see you in a minute. Right, so I'm on rod number 2, getting it set up. I want to show you the setup that I'm doing, because I will show you it on the 3rd rod. So this one is a mackerel, and what it's going to do is going to be popping up off the bottom, just like that, with the polyester ball at the top. You can see the bluey dyes already in it, and it'll just be popping up off the bottom, just like that. And what I do then is, I get the nugget foams, stop it getting caught on the bait boat. So what I do is I just put 1 nugget foam in here, and 1 nugget foam in there, and that is to prevent the hooks getting caught on the bait boat. I nearly lost it on my butt there, like a Honda 50. But anyway, that's the idea of that, and that'll be just popped up off the bottom. So I'm going to turn around the camera, and we're going to just send the boat out, and hopefully we find a hole roughly about 20 to 30 foot deep, and hopefully a big pike will come along and nab that. So that's the rod number 2. So you can picture there, popped up at the bottom like that. So let's turn around the camera, and you can see us putting the rod out for rod number 2. So let's have a go at that. Right, we're going to go to rod number 3 now. 2 rods are out. Not too happy with the blue one, but what I do is I'll put out the 3rd rod, I'll set up the bibby, get everything set up, and I might just take in rod number 2 just to be happy that I'm confident that the bait is setting up right. Not just happy with that blue one, but anyway, this is going to be our 3rd one. It's a pink bream, and it's going to be popped up off the bottom just like that. So you're going to watch me now putting the bait boat out in the water, and what we're going to do is we're going to find a hole for that one, and this will be the last rod, and cross fingers that somewhere there's a pike going to be hungry for one of the rods. Just look at the pink bream, no added attractions, just genuine fresh smell of a pink bream, and that's the one we're popping up off the bottom. So we're going to get that one sorted next. We'll get all the rods and everything sorted first. Main thing. Gonna pop a few of these foam stuff so the nuggets, the rods won't be catching the bait hopper going out. That's all set, ready to go. I'm gonna put the bait boat out in the water first to set the whole point, because you never know. So that's the first thing we're going to need to do. So what we're going to do is just save the home point first, then put the bait boat, send it out, look for another hole about 20 foot, set up the bivvies and all that, and then we just might find another position for that right rod. same again. I'll bring over the controller as soon as I find a hole. Off goes the bait alarm. Right, be with you in 2 seconds, guys. Just trying to adjust something. 1 second now. Right, folks, just going to set up the bivvy and that. Going to get everything started, have the cup of tea and get everything ready. I just rebaited the right rod. I remember I told you there I wasn't too happy in it. So it's showing a spot, a 50 foot with a flat bottom at 13 degrees. Now, I just let the bait boat settle for a few minutes. See, does it give you, sometimes if you turn the boat, it'll give you a different reading. So I'm just letting it settle for a few minutes. And it's just still reading at 50.9. So what I'm going to do is going to turn the boat a small bit to the right and drive it a couple of yards and see does it still give me the same reading. So just drive it about 2 or 3 yards away and it's coming back to 16 degrees, 15 foot. So I'm going to turn the boat around the other way back where it was a few minutes ago. Turn it back that way. If I can get the boat turn around there. Turn around the other way. And you're going to drive it back to the left a small bit, if I can. Try and get that boat to turn around, just to make sure we're happy enough with the location. So you're going to drive it back, and it's gone back into the same place again, about a 50 foot hole. And as you can see, the 50 foot hole is showing a fish there at the top. So I'm going to drop the bait there and hopefully we'll see what happens. So back in a few minutes when we're all set up. Right, folks, whew, I am sweating. And it's in the middle of October, believe it or not. I'm absolutely sweating. I suppose it's because I put the bivvy up and getting stuff ready. You can see it there all behind me. So it is 1:25 and 1:25 and I've all the rods out. I landed at the lake roughly about 10 o'clock and had all the rods out by, we say, by 12, and all 3 rods are out. We're just going to walk you through them now, and yeah, I'm happy enough. We start at the beginning. It's a lovely little lake, this. It's an old swimming hole in County Monaghan, and it's a beautiful, beautiful lake. And as you can see, it's all different depths. So when I put the bait boat out, I had to find a few different holes, and 1 minute is 10 foot, next thing is 15 foot, next thing is 17 foot, next thing is 18 foot, next thing is 20, next thing is 30, next thing is 50, back to 30, back to 20. So all different holes. It's a lovely lake. It's in County Monaghan. It's the old swimming hole. The reason why they call it the old swimming hole, because the water is crystal clear water. There is pike in it. There's perch in it and there's bream in it, and the people from around the area come down here swimming. That's why they call it the old swim hole. The people drink from this water here. And there's only one bad news about this lake, is a young man called Mark O'Sullivan took his own life here in this lake back in 2002. He was only a young man. He just parked the car over there and walked straight in and didn't return. It's the only sad note about this lake. There is pike in it, big pike in it, if we can catch them, says you. Here's a picture of one of the big pike here, caught by a young lad in the village. But there is big pike in it. So this is the first rod out here. You can see it here, all ready to go. Here it is here. So that's sitting out there in the water, roughly about 52 to 51 foot deep, and it's popped up with a herring, a purple herring dyed. Look at that water, look how clear it is, look. Absolutely crystal clear. So that's out there 51 foot deep. So that's this one here, just here at the point, away from the other two rods, way out there in the middle of nowhere, 52 foot deep. And as you can see, we're bivvied just around the corner here, just a couple of yards around the corner, and we'll walk you through that there now. So there's the first rod behind me. There you go. And then when I go back into the bivvy, I'll try and edit the video, put it together, and relax, and I'll just wait for that beep. So as I'm walking down here, let me turn around the camera and show you what it looks like. So we're only after walking from that area there. So we're walking down here now. As you can see, the lovely little area, crystal clear. And that's one of the reasons why I like coming here fishing in a weekday. You have the whole lake to yourself. You don't have to worry about anybody. And the weather is lovely today. It's 13 degrees. Water temperatures are up and down at the moment, anywhere between 10 and 9 degrees, and sometimes 11 degrees. And in 1 minute it's 17 degrees, next thing it's down to 10 degrees. So different temperatures today, but definitely a lot better compared to what it was in the summertime. So we'll just show you where we're bivvied up here. So this is the bivvy. We're bivvied up here in the corner. The car is parked here, and we'll just show you this, and then I'm going to put the video together and sit back and relax for a while. So as you can see, the Nash Gazebo is here. We're all bivvied up with the two rods out here, so you can see them here. One rod is out onto the left hand side, you can see it here. One rod is over here to the left hand side, roughly in around 30 to 40 foot deep, and the right rod is out here into the middle, in around the same depth. We found two holes in around the 30 to 40 foot deep, but I think this left rod touched a hole in nearly 50 foot deep in between it. So that's where they are. The two of them are out. Them baits will not be touched unless we get a run. That's why I do it. I don't touch them. People say, oh yeah, you can keep changing them, keep swapping them. No, I think that it's not a huge lake. It's just a right size, and I think the pike will be going around hunting for their food here, and they are in it. So that's them two rods there, one to the left, one to the right, and one up there to the right hand side, away from everyone. And let me take you into the Nash Gazebo. Let me take you into it. A quick look. So the bed chair is here, and then we have all the little bits and pieces that we need to make a cup. So I hit the wrong button there, so yeah, so that's where we all have to stay now for a cup of tea for the one night that we're here for. And we have the light up here ready to go. And then yeah, that's it. So that's it, we're all ready to go. I'm happy enough now, just put this video together, add it all up together. And here's a few of the dead baits that we have ready to go. We have the mackerel oil pumped in the blue mackerel already, and we have the injection that was already pumped into it, and we've all the bits and pieces ready to go just in case we get into a big pike. And we have the Nash moon chair just to sit there and relax, to take it all in a couple of minutes. So we're just going to walk you over here. We have the weighing sling here ready to go. The sling if we hook into a pike, we put them into the sling. We have the weighing slings here ready to go as well, ready to go just to weigh the pike as we go. And if we get very cold, the car is one side of the bivvy, so we just hop in the car and just warm ourselves up if we get cold. So that's it. I'm just going to walk around the corner here. You can see the sun is shining down. It's absolutely fantastic. If we get a fish now, it's a bonus. So well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to sit and edit the video. I'm going to have myself a little wee cup of tea. Why don't you now sit back as well and watch our next clip, Nook's Top 5 Most Haunted Scary Toys. Take a look at this, and we'll be back to you, hopefully, just after this. Enjoy it. See you soon. Right folks, it's that time. Let's watch Nook's Top 5. And in this video, we're going to watch 5 scary toys caught on camera. So, let's watch this together. I've never seen this video before. Let's have a go at it. 5 scary toys caught on camera. Let's have a go. Bang.
We all have our own favorite childhood toys.
Are you ready for this,
special
guys?
place in our heart.
Let's watch this now.
We also have our own childhood fears. Scary incidents that are burned into our brain forever. Now, sometimes childhood fears and childhood toys overlap. Here are the top 5 scary toys caught on camera. Oh, and just to make things a little more disturbing and make this video a little different from the typical scary toys video, these are all toys that people are still buying for their kids today, right now. Links to all of the scary toys are in the description if you want to traumatize yourself all over again.
I think it's a toy. But I never heard of one before.
Furby, your best friend, your worst enemy.
What's that? It's my Furby.
Furby loves you, lavender.
Tickle me.
Furbies made national news in 1998 as the first robot ever developed and
remember them.
mass-produced as
Remember
a
them?
consumer device. In this case, a toy for children. The Furby spoke its own unique language called Furbish when first purchased, but it was programmed to gradually learn English over time so that it could speak to its child playmate. The launch of this robot did not go as planned. The first release of the Furbies were defective. The robot dolls would randomly freak out,
I remember them Furbies.
screeching gibberish and making weird facial expressions while rapidly blinking its eyes as if possessed.
Not like
Turns
that,
out the
though.
computer chip in the Furby robot was very unstable and often malfunctioned, sending the Furby into a stream of random, frightening behavior and speech that often traumatized any child in its presence. These random malfunctioning Furbies are now very sought after by toy collectors, but to some, they are nightmarish childhood
Freaky.
memories. But forgetting all of that nightmare fuel, Furbies are amazingly still sold today. The newest version is the quote Furby Connect, but there are still concerns even with these new Furbies. In 2016, a UK consumer group warned that a lack of robust security measures made it possible to hack into the toy and use it as a surveillance device. Now, tell me that doesn't sound like a Black Mirror episode. Anyway, did you have a weird Furby scary toy experience yourself? Let me know down in the comments. And if you want one of these beasts in your home, there's a link to buy one down in the description. Creepy doll. Earlier this year, a scary video surfaced of a creepy doll that was supposedly found in a graveyard in Mexico. But creepiest of all, the doll's eyes seemed to follow the viewer as they moved. Well, the video was a hoax, but the doll is very real. It was a creation by Oklahoma artist Julia Lane. Julia's specialty is making very bizarre, creepy dolls, some of which have eyes that follow you wherever you move.
State of that. Fuck that.
These scary toys aren't really made for kids, but are basically amazing pieces of horror art. A link to the doll page is in the description. The Ouija board. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you know that I did a whole countdown on scary videos with Ouija boards. In the comments of that video, a few people mentioned that it was weird that a Ouija board was sold as a simple children's toy by the Hasbro Toy Company, even though some people characterize it as a device to contact ghosts or possibly even evil spirits. In this spooky clip, a group of teens are using a Ouija board in a graveyard when they begin hearing strange noises.
If there is a spirit near us, what is your name? You're not
Ouija
moving
boards.
that game.
I'm Grandma. You can tell I'm not.
What was that?
Jay?
Don't tell me this is about to spell Joe.
Guys. What? Joe, is this you?
You heard that? Oh my God. I don't know what to pay attention of.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
not moving that.
Grandma, I'm not.
Joe.
No, this is not
Joe!
even funny. Oh, Grandma.
Oh, I'm moving it back.
All right,
Move it
move
back.
this back. No, this ain't
G.
even funny.
Move it back to G.
Look whose grave. Hold on, let me take my fingers off this real quick. Look whose grave we are on right now.
Joseph.
You can't
Can you
see it
see it?
good. No, you
It
can't.
says Joseph.
Joseph.
You can't really see it.
You can see it. I just saw it in there.
What the hell?
You're lying. Your grandma.
Back up the
Bro.
No.
Bro, who is that? He looked like a homeless man.
Bro.
Are you okay?
Bro.
Hurry!
What the fuck was that?
I locked the door.
We're leaving the board here. We're leaving the board here. We're leaving the board here.
I don't know where to go. I don't know how far I am from anything. Is he by us?
Go. I don't care.
I don't know where I am. I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
They believe that there might be an angry homeless man lurking in the graveyard, so they make a fast retreat. When they return to grab the Ouija board, the driver claims to see this mysterious homeless man yet again. But when the car lights shine on the area, no one is there.
Where is he? He's not even nowhere here. I don't see nobody, do you? Alright, this is what we gotta do, Kane. Are you recording?
Yes.
We're gonna run to the Ouija board
Say goodbye.
and try to say goodbye.
Ready? Come on.
Oh, here goes the piece.
How to get off the
I
board?
don't know.
Come on, hurry up.
Wait,
Put,
wait,
that-
wait.
Say goodbye.
put your hand on it.
Hurry up.
Oh shit, my bad.
Goodbye.
Did we do it?
Yeah.
What? What? What are you doing? What's that?
You heard that? What was that? What was that? The camera.
You got that on camera. Do you see anything up there? The voice is coming from up here, and I'm not seeing a goddamn thing. That was either a guy trying to prank us, and he knew that
I
we
think
were
it was
live.
a homeless man.
I think he knew that because we were saying Joseph out loud, you know, and he probably was like, "Oh, we should pull a prank on these kids." Otherwise,
not
that was
cool.
just some creepy ass shit. I don't know, like, if we just saw a ghost, like, I'm being dead ass serious. I don't know what to think right now.
Should I get out and record?
Hell no. What?
No, this is what we should do.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh,
Shit!
shit.
Oh my god!
Oh, shit.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
For that bitch! For that
I'm gone.
For that bitch!
No.
Well, here's the thing. Hasbro still sells Ouija boards as a children's toy. They never stopped. And the game is listed for, quote, 2 to 4 players, ages 8 years and up. So if you believe the Ouija board is a conduit to evil entities on the other side, well, take note that it is still being marketed as a fun toy for children ages 8 and above. So, do you think a Ouija board is simply a scary toy suitable for 8-year-olds? Or is it a portal to the supernatural world? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Or if you want to try it out yourself and see if you can summon some scary shadow being to your home, a link to buy this scary toy is in the video description. The Evil Wand. A woman bought her daughter a simple toy at a local dollar store. The so-called Evil Stick Wand was rated for children ages 3 years and above. It looked like a typical child's toy, and the packaging promised, quote, wonderful music, magic, and fairies. Well, the woman gave her child the toy, and that's not quite what she got. The young girl peels back a plastic sticker on the wand to reveal a demonic-looking little girl who seems to be cutting herself while grinning evilly at the camera. And remember how the toy's packaging promised, quote, wonderful music? Well, here's what the wand played. The little girl was frightened by the image. The girl's mother was appalled.
I'm outraged over it. I want to know how they think that that is suitable for a child.
But the shop owner's reaction was the most surprising of all.
The name on it, it says Evil Stick. So from the name, I would, if I'm buying it for my kid, and I have a lot of kids, and I have young ones, I would inspect it before I even give it to them.
So when this story first went public, it seemed so outlandish that many people on the internet first thought that it was just a hoax. But a YouTuber named Matt Clark went to the same dollar store and purchased this, quote, evil stick wand and confirmed the story.
It's like a child's anime series character. Again, that kind of goes with the princess wand, not so much a girl slicing her arm open. But anyway, down here in the corner, it says, I can send out the luster of the beauty. I don't know what that means.
It's a 100% real children's toy being sold in bargain stores all across the US right now. Teething doll. A very strange and scary story emerged from the internet late last year. It was said that a new Pinterest craze had emerged on the internet. Sewing your child's lost baby teeth into a doll. Supposedly, mothers on Pinterest were taking up a new craft project, making dolls and sewing their children's lost baby teeth into the mouth of the doll. Like most things on the internet, it was all a wild exaggeration. Turns out it was actually an artist known only as Mrs. McGettrick who was making the strange dolls with teeth. The dolls are called Fugglers, and despite the crazy stories circulated on the internet, the dolls did not have real lost baby teeth. The strange stuffed figures simply have bizarre fake teeth sewn into their mouths. But if that's not weird enough for you, then please keep in mind that in real life, some mothers actually make necklaces from their children's baby teeth. And that is 100% true.
Right, folks, that is our Nukes Top 5 in this Let's Go Fishing episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Oh, it's time now to go back fishing. Whew. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's go back fishing now. Woo. Boo! Did you enjoy that? Yeah. Every video that I'll do in relation to fishing, I'll put up one of them videos to show you different bits and pieces that you're probably missing on YouTube. Very interesting though, and very enjoyable as well. So what's happening now? It is roughly about 2 o'clock. You wouldn't even think it. It's getting so dark now. It's 2 o'clock. Everything's set up, as you can see behind me. Everything's set up over there now. No beeps yet. The rod's only out roughly about an hour and a half now, so I'm not expecting it to roughly happen yet. Just had a cup of tea and 2 of Caroline's sandwiches. I'm just taking a walk up now. What I like to do is, when I'm fishing as well, I don't like to lie in the bivvy too often and sit in the bed chair. I like to walk around as well, keep the blood flowing going in the legs and the back. And when I get tired, then to lie down as well. So we're just going to take a walk up the far rod now, and just letting you know now we're going to take a wee break now, and hopefully we'll be back. Well, you see, in relation to pike fishing, you don't know when the rods are going to go. They could go anytime. You could get a pike run now, as I'm talking to you. You can get a pike run anytime. Never fished this lake. I've seen loads of photographs of big pike in here, and I know they're in it. And I just have to wait, and you're all going to be witnesses of my first fish of the season. And I only get out once in a blue moon, so this is our third fishing trip, I think. And this lake is roughly about 40 minutes from my own house, so it's lovely. I love quiet lakes like this, and one of the reasons why anglers don't really hit this lake is in relation to the young lad who took his own life as well. But there is 2 lads that watch this channel, and they do that fishing, and they've caught some big pike here too. and they're probably watching it, the video as I speak. They know where this lake is. So when we find a nice lake, we don't like to give the location away, because all the okie dokies will fish here and ruin it. So that's it. Yeah, so I'm going to check this rod there, and then I'm going to ring Caroline, and yeah, sit back and watch a bit of YouTube, and I'll be back to you as soon as I get a run. Not the runs, the run. Okay, bye. Ooh, right, just a quick, thought I heard something. Just a quick update, no beeps yet. In the baby, lying in, and just had a cup of tea, and Carpy Chris, he's in England. He's probably one of the most nice gentlemen you'll ever meet, and he always acknowledges anything that I ever send him. A lovely, genuine bloke. Take a look what he's only after sending me right here. Right, Carpy, I've just set up. All 3 baits are out. One rod out to the right hand side, sitting 52 foot. The one on the right hand side, in front of the bivvy, sitting at 33, and the one on the left sitting at 32. All set up, bivvy up, just getting to put the stuff into the bivvy now. And that's Carpy Chris. Yeah, all ready to go. He's always up to his own tricks. Yeah, well done, Carpy. Really do appreciate that. So I'm going to watch a bit of YouTube here now, and yeah, I give Caroline a ring. Any updates, I'll be back to you. As soon as I hear one of them alarms ring, I'll be onto it straight away. Boo! See you later. Well, I'm just sitting here, taking it all in. The time is 3:10 in the afternoon. And as you can see, the car is just parked right beside me. I'm sitting here in the moon chair. And I'm just sitting here taking it all in, watching the water, see what's happening. I'll give you a little run from left to right. And a beautiful, beautiful lake in here in County Monaghan. And nothing stirring, no beeps. I'm well used to that by now. As you see, I have the 2 rods there, and the other one is just over there. If we can zoom in for you. Just there in the corner. Let's zoom out. So it's just there. And not all quiet. Sitting here taking it all in. Nice and dull. Not too warm today. Roughly about 13 degrees. Temperatures are dropping as we speak. And no beeps at all. As it says, I'm not going to move any of the rods unless we get a pike. So it's very, very quiet at the moment. But the conditions are absolutely perfect for pike fishing. I know there's pike in it, and the only downfall about pike fishing is you just have to. It's a sit and wait game, and if you catch it, it's a bonus. The wildlife here is just starting to come alive. There's a few of them old birds diving in, catching the roach, and there's a few splashes here and there, but nothing major to get excited about. And it's a waiting game, a sitting waiting game, that's all it is. And hopefully we'll get rewarded by our patience. So as I swing around the camera until you see me again in the next little clip. Beautiful place, absolutely fantastic. Right, I'm just sitting here in the moon chair, watching the lake, see what activities on it, and I've seen something topple right out in front of me. I'm not 100% sure what it was. There's no carp in this lake, and it reminded me when I was fishing in France many years ago, and I seen the carp used to come up and down. Now pike also do that as well. It could have been a pike, but I can't guarantee and say, yeah, it was a pike, but it was a big fish. It toppled in the top of the water. One beep, one solid beep on the right hand rod over there, and it wasn't enough for me to go running and picking it up and striking it. It just went a solid tone, went beep, and stopped. Now it only lasted for about 4 seconds. That was it. Nothing else stirred. Nothing else moved. I sat beside the rod for about 10 to 15 minutes and nothing. It didn't even stir. But there's definitely activity over on the right hand side. Now the temperatures have dropped. I say we're about 9 degrees now. It's got very cold. And the water temperatures are dropping as well. So, never caught a pike at night time. Ever. Never did. Never ever caught a pike at night time. But people say some people say they catch a load of pike at night time, but I never ever caught a pike at night time. But as I'm sitting here for the first time ever fishing in this lake, and do you ever watch the film Cocoons? There's a picture of the cocoons now. Remember they used to go swimming in the swimming pool, and they used to make themselves younger. But no, I'll tell you one thing: the water out there is touching about 8 to 9 degrees. It's cold, very cold. What I've not seen but owl lads coming to the bushes in the last hour, and they're going for a dip in the water. And as I speak, there's someone else swimming in the water. But I'm not going to turn around the camera and show you. But what I'll do is I'll show you a quick look at the lake, and I'll show you what it looks like as the sun goes down, and see can we catch the people swimming. Now I tell you, it's freezing. It's absolutely freezing, that water. There must be something in the water where you can get younger or something. I wonder whether I'll go for a dip myself, because every 10 to 15 minutes there is somebody coming swimming. I swear to God. So we're going to turn on the camera and eyes on the water, and you'll see them swimming. So here we go. So there we are, over there to the right hand side. We're fishing. Now, as I turn around the camera, eyes in the water now. If that person keeps swimming that direction, they'll go straight into the lion mark. Oh, this should be good. This person's coming swimming right across the lines. Are you fucking serious, man? Never seen the likes of it in all my life. As long as I'm fishing, that water's freezing, and there's a person swimming right out in front of me. Swear to God. Wait for the rods to beep now. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Swimming right across this. I hope the name of Jesus, the lines don't start wrapping around the person's legs now. That's absolutely unbelievable. Fucking hell. Right, we have to watch this one. Back in a minute. Okay, folks. Something's just I can't explain what's only after happening. Some of the people who watch this channel know I do a lot of paranormal stuff, and I do a lot of ghost stories, and I go into a lot of abandoned places, and I do a lot of stuff. I'm only after experiencing something that I can't answer. But there is a young lad that was at the lake who caught this fish. That's him there. And I wasn't even supposed to be here this week. I was supposed to be here last week, and that young lad showed up, and he said, the lad says that I met another man here, and he says to come here and meet you today. But that was supposed to be last week. But anyway, a lovely young lad, a lovely chap who caught that big fish here, and a huge head in the pike. That's what got me here in the first place. But cut a long story short, that young lad is a witness, and I rang 3 or 4 people just to prove that I wasn't seeing things. This man showed up out of fucking nowhere, standing beside the bivvy. Got no words out of him. Fuck all. And he said, "Is that a phone?" And I says, "Yeah." So I started ringing people because something wasn't fucking right, boy. Sorry for the cursing. But, cut a long story short, you know I'm into the paranormal stuff, and nothing freaks me out. But I tell you, this fucking freaked me out, boy. He was standing beside the bivvy for an hour, and I couldn't get a word out of him. Not one word out of him. That young lad was there too, he couldn't understand it. Didn't get a word out of him. I mentioned him about the abandoned house across the road here. And he says, "Yeah, the Kellys live there." I said, "There's nobody living in that house for years. There's cow shite in it." "I know, they're still there." I turned around. He was gone. Nowhere to be fucking seen. Take a look at the few clips that I've sent Carpet Chris while I was fishing here. Well, I tell you one thing, I'm fucking ready. Oh, take a look at a few of these clips here. I'm just ringing you. Back to you after this. I tell you something, this is not, I'm not fucking lying now or not messing here. But I was down at the fucking swim a few minutes ago. I'm not messing with you. This is a fucking true as I'm fucking telling you. There was a man standing one side of the bivvy. He must have been about 65, maybe touching the 70s. And he was standing beside the bivvy. And I said hello to him. All I got was a hello out of him. That was it. And he stood there. I rang Caroline to show Caroline there was a man standing beside the bivvy over there on the car. I got no words out of him. And all I got out of him, "Is that a phone?" That's all I got out of him. He was standing beside the bivvy for the last half an hour. Don't know where he came from. I'm looking around, and he just said, "I have to go now." And he disappeared. I'm looking in the fucking bushes and everywhere to see where he's gone. And I don't know even where he came out at. Fucking hell. And then I was over here a couple of minutes ago, and you know how you throw stones to skip the water with a stone? A stone skipped across the water, and there was nobody there. I swear to God, there was nobody there. This place is fucking freaky, boy. I'm telling you, this lake is fucking haunted, or some fucking thing. I've searched everywhere looking for this man. He was here, standing beside the bivvy, yapping shite all I got him, "Is that a phone?" Do you know the abandoned house that is across the lake? I said to him, "Who lived in the house across the road?" "Oh, they're Kellys." I said, "Yeah, it's an abandoned house now." "I know, they still live there. There's nobody in it. The house is abandoned." I picked up the phone and I tried to record or ring someone to show, am I seeing fucking things? And next thing he was gone. There's no one to be seen anywhere. It's dark now. And I did tell you the story about, like, if someone skipped a stone across the lake, and there's nobody there. And I sleep here tonight. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Now, I've been many places, abandoned places and haunted places, but I tell you something, that has put hairs on the back of my back. Fucking hell, boy. I'm here. I have a leg of an armchair here. Solid oak. I have the big fucking bamboo knife here. And I tell you something, I've been fishing all my life, and I've never been as freaked out as that in all my life. I'm gonna if anybody comes in that door, I'm gonna rambo him across the fucking head. I'll tell you one thing, I've never seen anything like it in all my life. Right, folks, end of day one. I have the kettle on. The hot water bottles are coming in. Gonna watch the Ireland game. I'll tell you, that has freaked me out, that has. End of day one, 2 beeps. a freaky situation, and we're here tomorrow till about 1:30, so we still have a chance to catch a fish. But anyway, take a look at this little clip that I'm going to show you right now. It was screenshotted by my daughter Amy. I couldn't get anyone else to answer the phone to me because I thought I was imagining the situation. She screen recorded, and I have proof. He was there, I did see him, and then he disappeared. Take a look at this, and we'll be back to you in a second. So folks, if anything has changes in the meantime, I'll add it to this video. If not, look forward to day 2 tomorrow. It won't be exciting as this one, but we'll try and do something for day 2. Hopefully we'll catch fish. We're here till 1 o'clock. I hope you enjoyed it. And as I says, I'll say goodbye now, but if anything happens, I'll add it onto it. Okay? So it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Caroline, and we'll see you in day 2. Slán go fóill. Bye.